Hi, my name's Phil from Fun to Fix, and in this video we're going to be doing some fixes to a 1973 Triumph Spitfire Mark IV. Stay tuned. For more videos like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. And if you do like this video, then please give me that thumbs up. Let's begin. So here we have a Triumph Spitfire Mark IV. The Mark IV featured redesigned rear end similar to the Triumph Stag and Triumph 2000 models. The front end was revised with a new bonnet pressing, eliminating the weld lines on top of the wings or fenders. Door handles were recessed and the convertible top received squared off corners. The interior was also revised to include a full width dashboard with instruments ahead of the driver rather than over the centre console, which was also finished in wood. The Mark IV was supplied with a 1.3 litre engine rated at 63 horsepower for the UK market. With the overall weight from the Mark III increasing to 779 kilograms, performance dropped with 0 to 60 miles per hour reached in 15.8 seconds and a top speed of 90 miles per hour. The Mark IV went on sale in the UK at the end of 1970 with a base price of £735. So today's job is we're going to replace the windscreen trim on the top there, because you can see it's all banged up and bent. So I'm going to be taking that off and getting that replaced, and also we're going to replace the washer jets because they just basically spin where they are and they're no good. So let's get on with that. So as you can see here, these are riveted in. So the first job will be to actually drill these rivets out. Okay, so that's all the rivets removed. So next job now is to remove the trim from the top of the windscreen. As you can see here, it seems to be pretty tough because it's got sealant underneath sticking it down. So we need to separate the actual trim from the old sealant underneath. Just a bit of gentle pressing and it came apart quite easily. As you can see, all the old sealant remaining there. So next job is to remove all the old sealant, and then we'll replace this when we fit the new trim. And here we are test fitting the new piece of trim. You can see it seems to fit very nicely. The only thing we found is that some of the holes are not lining up. So most of them do, but the holes at the very end here don't line up with the existing hole in the top of the windscreen. So we're going to need to re-drill that. So now we'll just apply some sealants. And now we press the new trim into place on top of the sealant, just making sure that it's fairly well lined up. And when we're happy that most of the holes have lined up, what we'll then do is place a rivet into the centre point. That way we can lock the trim into place at that point there, while we line up the rivets in all of the other remaining holes. Okay, so we managed to locate all of the rivets into just about all of the holes, apart from the end ones which we knew, and we've managed to actually fix that one down there as well. So what we're going to do now is go along and fix all the others in place. And all we need to do now is drill a new hole at each end for this one here. Okay, now we're going to put the rivet in and press it right down so it's touching the window frame. And now the other side, we're doing the same here. So again, the hole didn't match up, so we're going to drill through, create a new hole in the window frame, and then again use the rivet to pull it back together. Now some of you may notice there is a more overhang on this side than there is on this side, but to be honest we are governed by lining up the securing lock for the roof, so they are lined up perfectly. That means this actual trim is just slightly mismade, I would think. So look at the next job now, which is to replace the washer jets here, and looking underneath you can't get through the firewall to get to them, so what is going to be needed here is to actually remove this central dash here, which is simply just screwed on. So 2 screws at the top, one there, one in the top corner there, and obviously the 2 at the bottom. And as usual in a car at this stage, just about all the screws are different. So now the sliders, we need to take the knobs off the end of the sliders, and that's an Allen key just on the side. And they just pop straight off. So there's your Allen key. And the same on the other side. Okay, so I managed to just sort of lift up and tip it forward, so now we're just trying to see if we can see the washer, yeah. Just trying to see if we can get in. This is going to be a job for a gynaecologist, I would expect. Using a bit of quick hand dexterity, we managed to get our hand right under there. You can see the water pipe there going up, so we managed to get our hand into that, and we have actually now replaced the passenger side one, as you can see, with a new one, which is all very nice and all nice and tightened down. So now we've got to try and get to this side. So luckily we've managed to get the other one out by going in through the side of the door here. So managed to get under that bit there, which is on the side of the main dash panel, and we've got the old one off, and we just managed to get the new nut and locking washer onto the actual pipe, and we're pushing the pipe up. The pipe is very tight to get the new one on, so we're just going to warm up a little bit so we can actually screw the new one on. So yeah, so you don't actually need to go in through the middle bit, because you can't get to well, actually the middle bit will be good for the left hand jet, but the right hand jet on the driver's side you're best getting from this side. Very, very hard job though. It took us longer than fitting the trim on the top. So there we go, so that was our jobs for today. So we've now got that finished, we're just testing the car, everything still works after we've had the dashboard off. So stay tuned to this channel for more Spitfire fixes.
Hope you enjoyed my video. If so, then please hit the subscribe button and turn your notifications on and give me that thumbs up. Until the next time, stay safe.